they like it. See?
Our babies are graduating to the bigger brooder here today. Pretty much have large amounts of veggies every day if we want them. Mostly salad. That is a bed that is basically entirely full of salad mix. There are just a couple little weeds in there, but other than that, that is all awesome lettuce. Just a stunning midsummer morning. You like it, girls?
Yeah.
No complaints from me either. Starting the day here, meeting for DKI at BS Outfitters. Meetings are always better with, Eastbury coffee. Gotta have some baked goods, and Sprinkle's a good place for that. Gonna take their pot back to them. Also, we're testing out a little salad mix from my homestead. Amber's gonna try my salad mix. We're just doing it, like I said, a little test run. I have there's a big dream there involved, but I'll tell you more about that in a second. The other cool thing, they have another new drink there. I swear I'm gonna have to promote a new drink every week with these guys, but peach white chocolate mocha. It's like a peach white chocolate latte, so nice summer drink for you. If you wanna try it, come down and visit East BRA. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but there's a new frame going on the building, so there must be some kind of new facade getting put on. Always good to see stuff like that happen in downtown. Later in the day, just got a call. I got someone that I want you to meet, so I gotta walk down to the park here. Got Sprankles rocking that new sidewalk too, looking nice. I heard they're planning a pretty big store remodel here in Kittanning. I hope that comes to fruition. That would be really, really cool. But anyways, while I'm walking down here, let me just tell you a little bit about my idea. So you guys remember the community garden from last year? We grew a lot of vegetables, but we didn't grow them really well. I've been doing some experiments in my home garden, which I can show you maybe after I go home tonight. But my experiments are going really well, and I feel like there's a potential business opportunity there. Obviously, I'm entirely too busy to make that happen, but I think if we could run a garden and we could grow really solid produce, I think we could grow restaurant level stuff. And so just trying to test out some different ideas and see if we can find an interesting use for some of the vacant properties that are throughout Kittanning. Another beautiful day down here in Riverfront Park. All right, so this is the guy I wanted you all to meet. Can you just introduce yourself to the YouTube channel?
Hi guys, my name's Chuck Henneborn.
And that Chuck has been, I just stumbled upon his page the other day, which is #KittanningCares on Facebook. I'll put a link in the description for that. But Chuck, tell me a little bit about what you've been doing down here at Riverfront Park.
Well, it started back in March. My girlfriend started picking up a few things of garbage. And then after that, it just took off, and I seen how bad the things were at the park, and I needed to do something about it.
Yeah, so I was really kind of struck by, you were down here, it must have been just a week ago or so, you were down here at the park, and there was like a 30-pack of beer and all the cans and all the garbage and all this stuff, and you're finding that pretty often.
It comes out to be almost on a weekly basis, if not 2 to 3 times a week. They come out, usually Sunday nights, Friday nights, but it's on a regular basis.
This is a problem that it seems like such an easy solution for how we can solve this, but have you had any positive interaction? Do you see things changing, or is it kind of just the same stuff all the time?
No, because there's a lot of people that care, but the problem is that people are afraid to voice their opinion and speak out, and that's what we have to raise, is awareness. If you're afraid to say anything, just make a call, report it. That's all you have to do.
We were talking a little bit before, and you were saying you've seen drug deals go down, you've seen people down here drinking, all those kinds of things, but no one seems to be willing to call the police and kind of report those kinds of things. So what would you say to someone who's kind of like scared to walk in the park with their family?
Well, we got to make a change. We got to make a difference. We got to tell people, you know, you can call anonymously, just report that there's a problem down at the park and that police need to have presence down here now. Please do not be afraid. They are here to help.
Yeah. And I mean, we were just walking over to the picnic table, and here we see like 2 napkins from the food truck sitting on the ground, and it's like, these things are so simple to solve. Like if everyone just does a little bit, this problem is over in no time.
But the problem is that people have gotten lazy and they just feel like it's not their job to clean up. And that's the mentality we have to change. It's your park, you take care of it.
Yeah. So I know we talked about spreading awareness. So if you guys want to go and check out #KittaningCares, please go and do that, share it, do whatever you got to do. And then if people want to get involved and help you, like how could they get in touch with you, or how could they come and help?
Well, what you can do is just get a hold of me on the Kittanning Cares group site, and you can message me. We'll get together. I'm sure I can use anybody's help. Any kind of help is deeply appreciated. It's time to take back the park. The police can't help if they don't know what's going on. You have to report it. Please do not be afraid. They will help you.
Yeah. Amen. Man, I just want to say thank you on behalf of all of Kittanning. We need more people like you that are willing to be active and willing to be, I don't know, a little bit loud and willing to be positive about the future. Like, you obviously believe in this town, or else you wouldn't be helping with this kind of stuff. You must see potential here that a lot of people don't.
I see so much beauty in this place. I really do. I mean, I spent hundreds of man hours already, and I will continue to do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I believe in the river. I believe in Kittanning, and God will get us through all of this.
Last thing I'll say too is we talked a little bit about, he said Monday morning, a lot of time there's the most stuff here. So maybe I'll come back and we'll do a video together on a Monday morning, and you can show me what's really going on down here at Riverfront.
Get a real taste of the medicine.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you didn't know I was going to do this, but I've been doing this thing called, we do Servant of the Week through Summer of Serve. We're trying to like recognize people through what we're calling the Good Neighbor program, and you've obviously been a very good neighbor to Kittanning. So I saw you had your daughter here with you, always working. So I was going to give you your choice between ice cream or coffee for a treat from us.
Coffee, ice cream for my daughter, of course.
Ice cream for your daughter. So $10 at Kick for my friend here. Appreciate you. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
All right. Man, really cool to see people like Chuck doing stuff down in the park. At the taco truck here too, like creating a positive impact down here. There must have been probably 25 people came up and got food in this very short time we were here talking. Now I can tell right off the bat that Chuck and I have very different personalities, but at the same time, we share the same heart and the same love for Kittanning. And I know that so many of you out there share the same. And I think what it's really all about is for us to continue to make these connections with people that want to drive Kittanning forward with positive change. And Chuck is definitely one of those people. So I would just encourage you, whatever you're seeing that's wrong around here, like he's uncovering a problem in Riverfront Park there that honestly I didn't even know existed. And I've been here quite a while and I'm looking for problems. And so I'm walking away from this conversation thinking, well, if I didn't know about that problem, how many other issues are there around town that I don't know about? And so we need you guys out there to be watching, to be looking, to be loud about the problems that you see, not in a negative way, but in a way that drives us towards positive change. And so if you see something, contact the police, contact your city council people, contact me, do whatever you have to do to get people involved. We just have to have more people on board pushing in the same direction. One more quick stop before I head home. Gotta stop at Sprankles, you know what I needed. Get back here. Put your shoes on. Ready? You gonna show everyone the garden?
Yeah.
What do you have in the garden?
Peas.
Peas?
Yeah.
What else?
Eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah.
Those are in the chicken coop. What else is in the garden?
Lettuce.
Lettuce, yeah. That's what we're gonna go see is the lettuce. Can you show everybody where the lettuce is?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go see if we can find the lettuce. Okay?
Yeah. Over out there. It's on it. Tata, where is
my big helper. It's up there? Okay. There it is. Yep. So this, like I showed you earlier, this is like one very, very small area. We're talking about 5 feet this way by, I believe this is 40 inches right here. It's a little less than 20 square feet. This is all very densely planted lettuce, and there's very few weeds in here. There's actually, I mean, like this is one weed, but there's just like a handful of weeds in here. Other than that, like this is all solid lettuce. And what's amazing about planting it this way is there's so much variety. Like if you go to the store, you might buy a head of iceberg lettuce, but you know, you're gonna have stuff in here that's gonna mimic that. So like this would be similar to an iceberg leaf, but then you also have all of these different colors, all of these different textures, and all these different flavors. Like there's kales in here, there's mustard greens in here, there's even some Swiss chard growing in here, right there. So you end up with a salad mix that is incredibly flavorful. Now this small area, I have fed groups of 20 and 30 at the church like 4 times now. And my family and I, well mostly me, but I've been eating lettuce out of this every single day, and I cannot make a dent in it. So now picture this, if we had this in a community garden setting on the scale of my entire garden. We could grow a healthy, sustainable salad mix on one lot in Kittanning, and we could grow enough to feed the entire city. I really believe that, or at least feed everyone that actually likes salad. And to me, this is just like, this is the best possible way to do it. So good. And this is just one of the experiments that I've been running here at my house in preparation for hopefully doing another community garden in the near future. I know this looks like a mess to most people, but I promise you, like, this is pretty much all productive crops right now. This is my row of comfrey. That's there keeping out all of the weeds and all of the grass out of the garden. Now, obviously I still have some weeds because I just did a really poor job last year, so I'm paying for it this year. But other than that, all of these are crops. This is all this dead stuff in the middle here. That's actually all potatoes that are almost ready to harvest. Now, I wouldn't grow potatoes in a community garden. That's more of like a homestead thing, but here's some things that I think could apply in addition to the lettuce. I have crops in here like sugar snap peas. These would be great in a community garden. I planted these a little bit after my birthday in the middle of March, and they are still producing now. We're talking late July now. Like this is incredible, and they're still just as good as the first ones I picked in May. The other plants that would be amazing in a community garden are things like zucchini, which basically, once they start producing, they start giving every single day. And so if we look in here, got my first one almost ready there. Also okra. I know not a lot of people know what okra is, but I feel like if we could introduce it to people, it would be a hit. Of course, things like tomatoes, always very popular. And of course, cucumbers, which I showed you earlier. Those are always very popular, very easy to grow, and incredibly productive. The last big learning from this year is work in small beds. It makes things very easy to manage. So this needs to be weeded again, but these are all carrots. And after I weed them this time, you can see they're so densely planted, they're gonna shade out all the weeds. And I have that little spot, then I have a little garden bed here. This is all very clean radishes and different kinds of greens that I'm testing out. And then I have another bed that's right here that's full of beans and spinach and all different things that are coming up now as well. Now this is far from perfect, obviously, but you have to realize this is one man trying to manage like 2,500 square feet of garden here. If we had a group of volunteers, you know, this is actually simple enough to weed and to take care of at this point that if we had a large group, a dozen or 2 dozen people, we could knock out basically everything that I do in a given week. We could probably do in an hour. So I know many of you were sad that we weren't able to do the community garden this year, but rest assured I haven't forgotten about it, and it's kind of been a blessing in disguise because it's given me time to run all of these different experiments. And I believe that I'm learning some things here that we'll be able to teach to groups of volunteers and hopefully a community garden leader, and we'll be able to have something that is going to be a blessing to the community beyond anything that we ever expected or could have imagined in the past. So anyway, those are a lot of the things that I've been thinking about over the past couple months as I've been gardening, and I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments. Are you still excited about a community garden? Are some of these things that I'm showing you, does it get you even more excited? I hope so, because I'm trying to live in the moment here in 2020 and be thankful for the different good things that are happening, but man, I am so excited for the future.